Hello everyone, and welcome to this week's project. This week is a project that is brought back by popular demand. By popular, I mean my most popular project to date was the Woodturning with Total Boat Holy Moly Bowl 2 or 3 weeks ago. And a lot of comments later, people wanted a sort of a do-over with some modifications. So, and I had mentioned some things I would do differently in that video. So that's what this video is, starting with a figured maple bow blank that I picked up at my local Rockler store. It's a 2.5 by 8 bow blank. And as you can see, I'm using different methods for drilling holes. I use Forstner bits, drill bits. This, I'm using a drill press. Before you saw me using the drill, and back to the drill here. Again, trying to get different sizes of holes. And now starting to mix the Total Boat epoxy. I'm using the 2-to-1 with the medium hardener. It's usually my go-to. I'll leave a link in the description for Total Boat products with a 15% coupon code. Thank you, Total Boat. And this paddle mixer that you see me using, I just picked up on Amazon too. I'll link that and all the other tools that I use down in the video description. The paddle mixer, I was very inexpensive. I was surprised. And it seems pretty sturdy so far. I've used it a few times. So after mixing the Total Boat epoxy thoroughly, just scraping the sides and the bottom here, and I'm going to pour it into 4 different plastic cups so I can put pigment powder in each one. I'm going to be using 4 different colors. The first color that we're using is from Eye Candy, and then the name of the color is Okinawa Blue. I'll list these specific colors down in the video description as well. Also from Eye Candy, this is Icicle Blue. And another one from Eye Candy, this one is called UFO Green. And from Black Diamond, this color is called Savage. I really liked all of these colors. I wasn't sure at first, but they seem to work out, at least in my opinion. So here we go with the pours. UFO Green going in first. And as I mentioned in the last video with the same process, on the first one I had mentioned that I wished I had drilled the holes deeper, and I did that on this one. I did drill the holes pretty deep, or tried to. So trying to see what kind of a different effect it may give, if we're going to get more colors, or you know, less of the resin turned away, so to speak. And I know these colors look very random at this point, especially the UFO green. It looks very different, but I really liked the UFO green and how that color turned out at the end. So be sure to watch until the end and let me know if you agree. One of the questions I got in the last video of this type was if I used a pressure pot. I did not use a pressure pot in the last one, and I did not use a pressure pot on this one. I do have a pressure pot. I find with using the Total Boat that I don't need one. You know, if I were doing a casting, that might be different if I was suspending an object in the resin, but for something like this, I usually do not use the pressure pot. So drilling for the worm screw and mounting it on the worm screw, and it looks like a mess. Now with the tailstock up, I'm going to true it up, get it in balance, and then see where it go from there. Starting with the Carter and Son bowl gouge. Which it does a great job in taking off as much or as little material as you choose. Of course, as long as you keep it sharp. And if you've watched any of my previous videos, you know that last fall I was lucky enough to get my hands on a Robert Sorby Pro Edge sharpening system, which is what I use for all of my sharpening. Highly recommended. I wish I had gotten it sooner. Oh, hi, there you are. Hey, we're already 7-something minutes into the video, and I haven't even mentioned that we passed our 20,000 subscriber goal. Thank you so much to everyone who's viewed, who's watched, who's subscribed, who's commented, who's liked, who's given a thumbs up or thumbs down. I really appreciate everyone's support. So, very, very excited to get over that 20K mark, and I couldn't have done it without you. So be sure to tune in for next week's project, where we're going to be doing a 20K giveaway. So you don't want to miss that, and see what prizes are in store. So starting to work on the bottom and deciding to use a tenon. After the tenon is there, I'm taking it very gracefully off of the worm screw and mounting it in the chuck. And starting the hollowing process again with the Carter and Son bowl gouge. It's pretty still in balance, as you saw me resting the tool on the top of the bowl. Now, I do not have the tailstock pulled up supporting this, so I am very, very much taking my time and being gentle. If you put too much pressure, like for example on the outside, and the tenon has any give in it, any hairline cracks, your pieces tend to go flying off the lathe. Do not ask me how I know that. I will plead the 5th. But I would suggest that anyone starting out certainly have the tailstop pulled up for extra safety. Now, it looks like I'm doing this fast, but, as you know, this is sped up, generally 5 times speed, so I am taking my time and taking light passes. So starting to see some resin peeking out there. I have a question for everyone. This is a very important topic. What should the next bet with my brother be or consist of? Should I bet that I can get to 30,000 subscribers by a certain date? $100 last time. Maybe we'll double it this time. Any thoughts on any other parameters around the bet? Let me know. Open to suggestions. I will be sure to read all the comments and make a decision on what that's going to be and give a virtual handshake to my brother. Showing the profile of the gouge there because I just sharpened it. And you can see the shavings coming off very, slightly and easily. Always stop to sharpen. Sometimes even if you don't think you need to, it just makes the turning so much more enjoyable. Keep stopping to check for thickness. And now on to sanding. I sanded from 80 to 320 and using some denatured alcohol to clean the surface of the dust before I apply sanding sealer. And here's the sanding sealer. I use Zinsser's brand, and I mix it 70-30 with denatured alcohol. You can get Zinsser's at Home Depot or Lowe's, probably other stores as well. But if you can't find it, it is linked down below. So the Axe wood turning paste and the polishing paste, which is this step is the polishing paste, it really, really brings out the beauty in the bowl, in the grain, I think. Really beautiful. Coupon code for Axe down in the video description as well for 15% off. Trying to get a few close-ups there before I put some stills up. I still have to turn off the tenon, but other than that, it is done. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I would love to hear your thoughts. What do you think about the color combination? What do you think about the randomness of the holes, the size of the holes, etc., etc.? So thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to tune in for next week's project where we'll be having the 20K giveaway. And you can see what prizes will be available. Don't forget to like and subscribe. get me ahead on the bet with my brother. Until next week, peace out.